Welcome back to another episode of the Offside Talk Podcast. I'm Jessica, your host, and I'm thrilled you're joining us today. We've got so much to cover, from massive transfer surprises to some behind-the-scenes drama that's been unfolding across Europe. Whether you're into tactics, transfer rumors, or player narratives, this episode is packed with everything a true football fan wants to hear.
And I'm Ethan. Thanks for tuning in again. We've pulled together 20 of the hottest and most intriguing football stories from around the world this week. Seriously, there's been a lot going on. Shocking moves, unexpected retirements, controversial comments, and even some potential blockbuster swaps. So, buckle in, because we're taking a full-speed tour through the craziest football headlines of the moment.
Let's dive right in with what might be the biggest shocker so far this transfer window. Florian Wirtz to Liverpool for over £100 million. It's not just a huge amount of money, it's a huge statement. Wirtz is only 21, but he already plays with such maturity and composure. Klopp clearly sees him as a cornerstone for Liverpool's future midfield.
You know, that transfer absolutely exploded on social media. Everyone's been talking about it, and rightly so. Wirtz has the vision, the touch, and the creativity to become one of the best in the world. He could be the spark that brings Liverpool back into Premier League dominance. Klopp's vision is all about the long game, and Wirtz fits that perfectly.
Speaking of headline moves, how about Manchester United spending £62.5 million on Matheus Cunha? That came out of nowhere. United's been crying out for attacking reinforcement, but not many people had Cunha at the top of the shortlist.
Right? I think it's a bold move. Cunha isn't exactly a household name compared to other strikers, but he brings energy and unpredictability. United has lacked flair up front for a while now, and if Ten Hag can unlock Cunha's full potential, we could be in for something special. It's definitely one to watch.
Then there's Real Madrid making a move that surprised a lot of people. Signing Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth for £50 million. At just 19 years old, that's a massive price tag.
Real Madrid always has an eye on the future. They've done this before with players like Varane, and Huijsen could be the next big defensive star. He's tall, composed on the ball, and has that natural defensive instinct. Madrid is clearly planning for the post-Alaba era already.
Let's talk Man City. Two signings that flew under the radar: Aït-Nouri and Reinders. Guardiola's building tactical versatility again.
Absolutely. With Guardiola, it's all about depth and adaptability. Aït-Nouri offers width and pace, while Reinders brings control and passing range. These aren't flashy signings, but they're exactly what City needs to stay ahead tactically. That's how they keep dominating.
A bit of Premier League drama now. Marc Guéhi has reportedly refused to extend his contract with Crystal Palace. That's a big deal.
Massive. Guéhi's become such a key figure in their defense. If he leaves, it'll leave a huge hole. And with Liverpool, Spurs, even Bayern reportedly monitoring him, Palace might have no choice but to sell soon or risk losing him for free next year.
Everton made a quiet move, snapping up Kenny Tete on a free transfer. It's not glamorous, but it could be crucial.
That's smart business from Everton. Tete is experienced, defensively solid, and adds depth without costing them a penny. Moves like this often go under the radar, but they can make a big difference over the course of a season.
There's some interest brewing around Nicholas Raskin, too. Wolves and Aston Villa are circling, while Rangers are doing everything they can to keep him.
Raskin's the kind of player who might not grab headlines, but is essential in midfield. He's consistent, gritty, and intelligent on the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bidding war soon. He's a gem waiting to be discovered by a bigger club.
Now to the madness. There are rumors of a three-way swap involving Victor Osimhen, Darwin Núñez, and Federico Chiesa. That's wild.
Unreal if it happens. It's not every day you see a swap deal involving such big names. It would shake up both Napoli and Liverpool in major ways. Osimhen brings raw power and pace, while Chiesa and Núñez each have unique skill sets. It's a fantasy football-style deal.
Another surprise. Reports say Heung-min's son could reunite with Mourinho at Fenerbahce. Could that actually happen?
Honestly, I'd love to see that. Mourinho knows how to get the best out of his son, and Fenerbahce would be thrilled to have someone of his stature. It's a long shot, but football is full of surprises, and this one would be a feel-good story.
Messi stormed off during Inter Miami's Club World Cup match. That caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, something's going on there. You don't see Messi react like that unless he's really frustrated. Maybe it's the pressure, maybe it's deeper. Either way, it shows even legends have their breaking points.
The race for the Golden Boot at the Club World Cup is heating up. Mbappe, Haaland, Messi, what a lineup. Romelu Lukaku made headlines warning Kevin De Bruyne about a move to Napoli, saying it's not all sunshine there.
I respect Lukaku for speaking openly. Sometimes players jump into big moves without realizing the challenges. It's a reminder that football is as much about environment and culture as it is about talent.
Adam Lallana announced his retirement. That hit me emotionally. Such a class act on and off the pitch.
Agreed. Lallana was never the flashiest, but he was so dependable. Every manager trusted him, and he always delivered. He'll be missed.
Johnny Cardoso to Atletico Madrid. $35 million for a young American midfielder. Big statement.
That's a massive leap for U.S. football. It shows how far the talent pool has come. Cardoso is technical, composed, and fits the La Liga style perfectly.
Granit Xhaka might leave Leverkusen for Milan. Could be a perfect fit for that midfield.
Milan will gain a real warrior if that happens. Xhaka brings leadership and aggression, exactly what their midfield needs.
Frank Lampard recently opened up about the issues at Chelsea during his tenure, says things weren't up to elite standards.
That was eye-opening. You expect a club like Chelsea to operate at the highest level, but clearly something was broken behind the scenes. It's brave of Lampard to speak out.
Then there's the buzz around Garnacho. Chelsea is interested. United fans are panicking.
Garnacho is a rising star. If United lets him go, it could haunt them for years. He's got that spark that's hard to find.
Nkunku to United looks close. If it goes through, it could change their attacking setup.
Nkunku has that versatility. He can play as a 10, a false 9, even wide. If he stays fit, he could be one of the signings of the season.
Liverpool and Arsenal both chasing Victor Gyökeres. That's going to be a tug of war.
He's a monster of a striker. Powerful, clinical, and hungry. Whichever team gets him will have a new focal point in attack.
At the Club World Cup, we've seen some breakout stars shine, a new generation making their mark.
I love that part of these tournaments. It's a showcase for young talent to rise, and some of them are grabbing the spotlight.
Rafinha and Lamine Yamal had a field day in El Clasico. That match was something else.
A 9-goal thriller. Barcelona's wings were unplayable. Yamal especially. Kid's only 16 and already looks world-class.
Mauricio Pochettino speaking out on racism in football. An important stand.
Massive respect to him. These conversations need to happen, and it's powerful when top-level coaches speak out.
Wrapping it up on a lighter note, have you watched the latest football documentaries? The Sir Alex one gave me chills.
That was brilliant. I also enjoyed Beckham, Maradona, and All or Nothing. It's amazing how storytelling in football has evolved.
That's a wrap for today's Offside Talk. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the most exciting football news of the week.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and tell us which story caught your attention most. We'll be back next week with more.
See you next time on Offside Talk.